Welcome to another episode of the Strategies for the Workplace podcast. Before getting into the article, just a quick reminder that the book from which these articles are taken is now available on Amazon in print and digital Kindle format. Search for Strategies for the Workplace by Jeffrey Kahn. The book has over 220 articles and is a great way to get all the material without having to wait for the weekly podcasts. And now, on to this week's article. Inflection point. In business, there may be a moment when the company is poised for change, whether for good or ill. Rather than referring to a general trend, an inflection point is an event, activity, or condition that marks a significant transition from the circumstances before to the circumstances after. For example, an inflection point may mark when the fortunes of a business, product, or service change from modest growth to rapid growth, or slows from rapid growth to modest growth or even decline. Perhaps you can think of the inflection point as the moment a plane transitions from taxiing down the runway to lifting off, or when you pause at the top of a roller coaster's initial climb just before the plummet. If you sense changes in the air, it is fair to ask, are we at an inflection point? Note that sometimes the inflection point is only easy to discern in retrospect. Let's apply this a bit. An inflection point has a specific meaning in mathematics, but it is also used in business. Companies, industries, and economies are always changing, evolving, and in a state of flux. It is helpful to know if the rate of change is changing. For example, when a product is introduced, initially no customer has it. Hopefully, the number of customers grows quickly. When measured, say, day to day, month by month, quarter to quarter, the rate of growth may accelerate. At some point, it may accelerate a lot. Just as an inflection point signals a departure from a steady change, you probably should not respond to passing through an inflection point with business as usual. Something more substantial is needed. Inflection points represent opportunity and risk. If you recognize the situation and adapt well, you may reap significant advantage. On the other hand, failure to appreciate that something is not just continuing as it was trending, but is on a new path, can jeopardize the business. A common business problem is expecting things to continue as they have been, especially in the face of a slow, steady decline. It is comforting to assume that something will just taper off gradually, allowing plenty of time to adjust to a shrinking stream of revenue. You may not be so fortunate, and things may drop off a cliff. Similarly, sometimes demand for a product or service is taking off. If you don't recognize this, you may get caught flat-footed, unable to respond to a rapid increase in volume, opening an opportunity for your competitors to grab market share.